about all my holdings in past 1 month. Now I want to fresh entry to anyone very, very good super stock, which will give handsome multi-bagger stock I want. If you any idea.
Okay, I got that question. Okay, so
I watch the TV.
Got it. So Shankar has directly asked you this question, Mr. Chokalingam. He wants to know some of the multi-bagger stocks that you think will, end up being winners in 2025. But just before that, for the benefit of our viewers, multi-bagger stocks are basically those stocks that can give 100% returns or even more. And before you name a few counters, I would also want you to simply describe what kind of parameters should one look at in order to identify a potential multi-bagger?
Yeah. If I can take 1 or 2 minutes extra, because question is very comprehensive one in nature.
Sure.
Definitely, I can present the characteristics of the multi-bagger. But before that, after learning in the market for 33 years, I would like to, share my one core learning. Generally, multi-baggers take sometimes, unfortunately, 2 to even 5 years. And the trend in the stock price is flat even for 3-4 years. Sometimes even after 3 years, absolutely you lose money also. And it tests your passion. So one has to really wait for anywhere from 1 to even 3 to 5 years. Look at the BSE stock. I'm not recommending it. I'm not holding it. It took about 6 years. It used to trade, if you adjust for the bonus, 150 rupees. Today, world over, a lot of people are initiating the stock, despite this being the costliest stock. So the point I am saying that you have to be a very long-term investors. Second, you should not be concerned about stock price going down or testing your passions unless the fundamentals remain intact. So if fundamentals are remaining intact or even improving, don't bother about the stock price volatility on the downside at all. That is why only 3 to 5% of the total investors end up making a lot of wealth in the market, because the rest of the people do not have that kind of passions. And most of the people focus more on the price factors rather than the fundamental factors. So what are the characteristics of the multi-bagger? It should be a good management. You should track the management for 5 to 10 years. And they should not keep giving a lot of hope and then failing on them. So one can easily track on the BSE site itself. And second, quality of the balance sheet. The debt should be manageable level. Preferably, it should be net cash. Even if debt is there as a percentage of sales or equity, it should be at a controllable level. Third, receivable and inventories put together should not be equivalent to annual sales. That is dangerous unless it is into seasonality business like sugar. Now, fourth, the valuation comfort zone. When you enter, the valuation comfort should be there. Even if valuation comfort is not there, there should be possibility of unlocking value through land bank acquisitions or holding company. So any of such triggers should be there. These are the characteristics. And finally, of course, the growth. As long as a solid growth is there, one can wait. Now, coming back to the stock idea, I would. Some of my followers may be frustrated, but I would like to present once again Nesco. It's a fabulous company. Personally, we own, our company also invested. I still believe that it will be a phenomenal multi-bagger because excellent management, excellent balance sheet, lot of cash, 1,600 crore cash despite last 10 years, constantly investing in the fixed assets. And it is sitting on a 70-acre land in Mumbai on Goregaon. And the management itself in the last August presented to the BSE that the developmental potential in terms of FSI for IT park business and exhibition business is 5 times what they already utilized. So a lot of foreigners are investing in rental business model. Its business model is rental based. So as long as inflation is positive, your rental income will keep rising. And recently they got into 3 road infrastructure facility management. Market has completely ignored. This is one. And second, multi-bagger shall be limited. Yesterday, it posted minor losses. It's a hospital stock listed in 2017 at IPO was at 245. Today, you are getting the stock at 210. In this last 7-year period, its fixed assets have gone up by more than 50% from 550 crore to almost 850 crore. Despite that, you are getting at 11% discount IPO price. It's a multi-state, multi-country hospital. And the loss is mainly because of heavy tax. On a 12 crore PBT, they made a tax provision of around 15 crore. Very unusual. Tax rate is 132, more than 100% of the PBT. And also a lot of other expenses, a lot of expansions have taken place, a lot of subsidiaries they have set up, 14 subsidiaries. So that it's a small cap, there can be a risk, but these are the two stocks I firmly believe that potential multi-bagger, and we also invested in both stocks, Shalby and Nesco.
Got it. So a Nesco and a Shalby in terms of your multi-bagger picks. But up next, we have Zenith joining us on the line all the way from Bangalore. Welcome to the show, Zenith. What's your query about?
Good evening, everybody.